All right. Yeah. Here we go. Bam! I got my little. This time I got a little Starbucks because it's late. Well, not that late, but it's 8 p.m. So I'm gonna get a little Starbucks instead of a bigger Starbucks. Guys, how's it going? This is Jose Trujillo. I humbly have to say that I am only the world's greatest living artist. Bam! Yeah. That's how I roll. World's greatest living artist. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of this je ne sais quoi. Thank you so much. Today I have a little surprise for you guys. I'm not going to paint maybe happy little trees, happy little landscapes, happy little faces, maybe happy little face. So I was like, dude, everybody's like all caught up in the whole Da Vinci, Salvator del Mundi or something like that. Salvator Mundi painting of Jesus they found. And I was like, what? I gotta do this. So I'm gonna treat you guys with my own version of that. The Jose Trujillo excellence, excellence, excellence. The best version in the world. The only version that is worth looking at. That is worth looking at. Oh man. Guys, you guys gotta make a little bit of room to laugh in your day. Practice doing that. For those of you who find it hard, practice laughing. Laughing at yourself a little bit. Not taking yourself too serious. I call myself the world's greatest living artist, but some people are so caught up in that. They're like, man, how dare you? I'm like, because I can, son, I can. I'm the world's greatest living artist. I just happen to be that way. So this is just the way it's going to be, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Here we go. How's it going, Kim? So this is my version of Salvator Mundi. This is a painting by Leonardo da Vinci originally, but today this painting is mine. And this is in my very own, hold on, before I do this with the brush, because I desperately want to do it with the brush, but I also desperately want to use my happy little chalk here thing. Thank you so much. Artwork by Mari says, I love your positive attitude. I love that. Thank you so much. I don't know what to do if my attitude was not positive. I think I would be like, I would cry like a little baby boy. I'd be like, no, my positive attitude. I need to have a positive attitude. So this is my Salvator Mundi, you guys. There is my... And the movement, don't mind the movement. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Imagine if I was like a surgeon, a doctor. Doctor, shh, be quiet. I know what I'm doing. I'll be like, shh, quiet. Do not worry about that, my fellow good people. I know what I'm doing. This is my... Those of you who are like, show us the reference, guys. You guys can Google this, okay? This is Salvator Mundi by the great Leonardo da Vinci. This is how I do it. There's only one way of doing it, and that's my way, or the highway. Look at that. Bam! Salvator Mundi. Nobody will get hurt. I love that. Oh, man. Here we go. Just a little second, you guys. Okay, hold on. Hey, Momo. Go call your mom on the other room. Tell her I'm doing a video. Come here. To the regular phone. I'm almost there, guys. And you know the number, right? Let her know that I'm doing a video. My wife keeps calling me. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, right here. Just doing an awesome video. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to bail for a second, but I'm back. So one of the things that I like to do is not knowing what I'm going to do. Not knowing. There is deep understanding of the subject in not knowing. I know it sounds weird. It sounds muy loco. A lot of people don't believe me. A lot of people think that I am full of BS. I might be a little bit full of that. But I am also... No, like keeping it real, guys. Look, here's the thing. You don't have to know what to do. I'm always talking about this kind of stuff, and a lot of people don't believe me. And it's fine, you know. Not everybody can buy my agenda. Not everybody is going to. Almost nobody, actually. Very few people actually that are like, yeah, I felt that before. I happen to believe that when you don't know what you're doing, you actually do know what you're doing. Now, a lot of people get confused by this because they're like, man, you have to know what you're doing. Yes, when you're learning, not when you're performing. When you're performing, you cannot know what you're doing. If you want to tap into your true je ne sais quoi, drop the learning part and start painting. And it's very difficult because we want to always be able to how do you call this? We're always trying to know, right? We want to stay, I don't know, in charge, and it's good. You want to stay in charge. That's a great thing, you know. But I love that. Dale que tú puedes. And you know, it's one of those things that it's hard to conceive. It's hard to conceive because the mind doesn't work that way. The mind is very interesting. It's a very interesting tool. It's a tool, right? It's a tool. I mean, there had to be a point in humanity where we had no idea how to, like, language wasn't even there, you know. For those of you who don't believe this, I apologize. I am so sorry. But I don't know what to say. But there was a point, right? There was a point where we probably didn't even have, you know, language. We probably didn't have anything, right? We're like, hey, where are you going? With, I don't know, we threw rocks at each other or something. And at some point we're like, no. This throwing rocks at each other, and, you know, it's not going to get us anywhere. We have to go beyond this. We have to develop some sort of language. And we started doing that probably, you know, I don't know. And then what happened was that the language becomes more and more, every time becomes more and more, becomes more difficult, right? Not difficult, but it becomes more, I don't know what the word is. Anyways, you guys get what I'm saying. Let me paint. The whole point of this is that it's a tool, right? It's a tool. It's a tool. It's just that we confuse it with us. We confuse it with life. I love one of my favorite authors says that pay attention to little kids, little children, right? When they're little, they don't say I'm hungry. They don't say I am, you know, I'm thirsty or I'm tired. They speak of themselves in, I believe it's called third person. They're like, little Michael is tired. Little Michael is hungry. You know, and it's not because the parents say stuff like that. It's because they haven't developed that identification yet, right? They don't have that identification with they don't see themselves that way. They just are, right? They don't see themselves as little Michael or little Jennifer, you know, little Jose. Little Jose was awesome. Wish you guys would have met little Jose when he was little. Dude, I was all over that place. I was like, Mexico, bam, I'm everywhere. So yeah, guys. Anyways, to not make this too painful, this is, again, guys, for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, don't feel bad. Neither do I. Don't feel alone. Do not feel alone in this je ne sais quoi. Every time I'm doing something good, I almost never know what I'm doing. It's impossible to know what I'm doing if I'm doing something good. Now, if I'm doing something like, oh yeah, that looks nice. Oh wow, look. If I'm doing something like that, I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm taking my time. I'm being careful. Usually that kind of deal happens when I'm doing like certain portraits. Certain people, like, you know, they commission certain portraits and whatnot. But then when they give me a little bit of rope, and they're like, dude, you know what? Go bananas. Just don't make me look like completely not like me. I'm like, yeah, okay, got it. I will make you not look like you. No, I'm just joking, guys. No, in portraits, I don't have that much freedom because as I mentioned to you guys, in portraiture, Jennifer has to look like Jennifer, or else Jennifer's not gonna want to pay. But in my things right here, in my freedoms, I can do whatever I want. Right? This is where I get to shine. How's it going, man? You shouldn't hear me. Salvator Mundi. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. This is my version. The only real version in the world is the one I'm doing, because who knows who did the other one. They say it was Da Vinci, right? Do you guys believe that? Who knows, huh? Maybe. Some people say it was one of Santa's little helpers, right? One of his I don't know, interns, I guess, if they had interns back in the day. Salvator Mundi. Oh yeah, check it out. Just check it out. I do what I want. Yeah, check it out. And that's how this is done. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much, that's the dealio here. I like to not know what I'm doing, and it's a good thing. Some people feel very threatened by that in their own work. I know a lot of people have expressed that. They're like, no, dude, I have to know what I'm doing. What are you talking about? Like this is serious for me. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was too serious for me at some point. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do what that little Toy Story dinosaur did. And just let go. It was like a Toy Story special. I think I talked to you guys about it. And he just kind of let go. And not let go as in, again, not let go as in I don't care, but as in I care so much that I'm going to let go. And I'm going to surrender to this thing, right? I'm going to surrender to this thing. This thing will not overpower me. I will surrender to it. And it sounds weird, huh? This thing will not overpower me. I will surrender to it. But that's the way it is, guys. Salvator Mundi. Take that, and I'll even put my fingers in there. Even though it's oil, but whatever. Feels good. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. This is how the good stuff comes out. This is how I enjoy painting. So right now I'm looking at a little photograph of. It's a tiny little photograph, it's far away. I was able to print a little one. Of this painting. But do not fear, my good friends. Anyone can do it. If the world's greatest living artist can do it, anyone can do it. Now the challenge will be getting yourself to do it. that's the real challenge. That's why you were like, man, I'm a better artist than you. I know you are. Now get to it. Now get to it. Check it out. Look at this. Oh, man. This is too much fun to let go. Oh, yeah. Check it out. All right, I'm gonna pull this out and a little bit of yellow because yellow feels right. Now guys, as you know, you want to keep it moving, okay? Those of you who haven't learned my thing yet, my freedom speeches right here, freedom from not painting. You got to keep moving. It's better to do the wrong brushstroke than to sit there and think what you're gonna do next. This, if you guys want to take something away from today, take that and watch your artistic je ne sais quoi improve. Because really, you will paint as good as you are. You're not gonna paint more than as good as you are. And I'm not talking about painting I'm not talking about some realism or some abstraction or whatever. No, what I'm talking about is that you are as good as you are. Gotta keep it loose. Gotta keep it loose, man. Absolutely. Even the back part of this is like, what? What are you doing? You're crazy. I am very crazy. I am un poquito loco. And you see, you gotta. This is one of the things that I learned from people that are not artists. I don't know why I happen to learn a lot from people that have no experience in art, but they have experience in other places and they've excelled in other places. I love how they say whatever, right? Whether they ski or whatever they do, I love how they say, look, however I get there, whatever I need to use to get there, right? If I need to use my upper body, if I need to use my lower body, if they're swimmers, if I need to think of, I don't know, use a lucky charm or think of this or think of that, whatever. When it comes to painting, I like to tell people the same thing. It's not this brush. A lot of people are like, what brush do you use? It's not this brush. It's not that brush. It's nothing. It's just whatever, right? Whatever it takes. Dan Oil Paint Man says, have a battle plan and let it flow. No one should nitpick. I love that. No one should nitpick. And also it applies to whatever you're doing, right? But I've seen some cats that are like, they're so good at creating any type of work, whatever they do, right? In this case, I have a specific person I'm thinking about. And this guy does a lot of super really cool classical realism, and he's probably in his, I want to say he's probably in his 70s, maybe getting close to his 80s, and the guy starts saying, you know what I learned? I learned that I had to learn how to paint. Yeah, that was great, but in my age, I started learning that it was doodles, right? It was just moving. It was just moving, because at some point you only know what you know, right? Like right now, I can't know more than I know. So why stress? Just paint what you do. You know, you paint whatever you know. And a lot of people they can't wrap their brains around that because they think, oh man, no, I got to do it right because right now I'm going to paint better than I did. I don't know. I'm going to paint 10 times better than, no, you're not. You're going to paint as good as you are right now. Like, don't kid yourself. There's those days that you stretch, but you're not going to paint 10 times better. You're going to paint as good as you are. And then tomorrow, you're going to paint a little bit better. And then the next day, and the next, you know, but every single time, you're going to paint as good as you are. And I believe that that's how you get good. You start painting as good as you are, and you don't neglect. You know, it's very, you don't neglect. I feel like it's very welcoming, right? You're like, I accept my flaws. Because if I don't accept them, I can't move forward. So I have to accept them, you know? If I don't accept my flaws, I'm going to start thinking that I'm not good, and I'm going to start thinking about my work over and over. And the moment that you start getting to think about your work, many times what happens, I've never experienced anything else. You paralyze yourself. You get analysis by paralysis, right? And that's never bueno, because at that point, you probably start thinking, I'm not good at all. Not only I'm not good right now, I'm not good at all. And that's probably the worst place to be. If you ask me what the worst place to be is to have painted for over 20 years and still have episodes where you feel that you're just an amateur and you're not good at all. And I believe that happens from not accepting where you are and allowing it to be. It's like, man, it's like, I don't know, it's like a bad relationship or whatever, and be like, man, why can't this change? Dude, it can't change because you don't want it to change. You have to want it to change. You have to accept it, and then from the acceptance, you go, right? I believe that's just about every case of that kind of deal. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Look at that. Ooh la la! I love this. This is my Salvator Mundi. I got so entangled in the movement that I forgot the other hand. See, you started doing cosas, very crazy cosas, things that you wouldn't think that you would normally do. It's like, and then you might even take the secret weapons, the dry brushes. Yeah, those are secret weapons. Yeah, look at that. Dan says, don't paint to make money either. I had to shake that thinking off when I bought new brushes and paint a year ago. I agree with you, Dan, but at the same time, I'm gonna disagree with you. I agree with the whole don't paint to make money. Like don't have that in the mind. But also, guys, if you are if you are an artist who's looking to be a full-time artist, don't paint when you're painting. Don't have that in mind, but please have that in mind before you paint and after you paint. When you're painting, have nothing in mind, right? Just paint. But that has to be that. I believe that has to be in your mind. Like you have to be thinking about whether you're going to do it full time or you're just going to do it, and then be okay with it, whatever that is, right? Be okay with it. Whether it's if it's full time, then be okay that it's full time. If it's not, then it's cool. Don't drink that water. Let it go. If it's not for you, enjoy the process. Doesn't mean art is not for you. It just means that you much rather get your income from other sources, right? Other efforts. So yeah, there was my 2 cents on that. But yeah, I totally agree. When you're painting, like, don't have anything in mind. Yeah. See? And this one, of course, this one's taking a little bit longer because this one is special. This one is Salvadori. I don't know how to pronounce this. Yeah, there we go. This is an awesome je ne sais quoi. By the way, guys, this thing is also going to be there in my eBay auctions. I'm going to auction this bad boy. I hope I can get what Da Vinci got for his. Imagine that. All of a sudden, I'm like, later, guys, I'm going on vacation. No, I would never do that. If I got a good deal for painting, I'd be like, you know what, guys? I got to get back to the studio ASAP. That's what I would do. I would get back to the studio in no time. I would be like, you know what? Don't listen to me. I want to take a break, but I will get back to the studio in no time. Look at that. Look, I think my Salvator Mundi is much cooler. Yeah, here we go. Now, you know what? Because I missed the other hand, I have to put the hand in there. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze the situation. I'm going to really think about where that hand is going to be. And I'm going to go, BAM! Guys, this is my gig. I like to analyze like this. I'm like, oh man, I have to analyze. Yes, analyze. Nope, I don't analyze. I go like this, look, bam. This is the sphere of the Mundi. This is the world, I think. Yeah. Man, I wish I could get like some feedback from you guys. What do you guys think? Bam! Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much, Jose, Dan. Super awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Here I go. Let's keep doing this because this is too much fun to let it go. This is too much fun to let it go. All right. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Super messy, just like I like it. It says a lot about my character. It says a lot. Yeah. Keeping it moving, keeping it moving, keeping moving this Salvatori. This Salvatori is like super awesome. And then let's put a little glow somewhere over here. Let's make him glow. I mean, come on. You know? Gotta make him a little bit glowy. Yeah. There we go. I like this Renaissance Jesus. They have like the cool hair. They're super glowy. You know? They look like Instagram. They look like Instagram portraits. Not mine. Mine looks like my driver's license. No, I'm joking. My driver's license looks way worse. My driver's license looks like I'm like, what happened here? Look at that. Look at that. Oh la la. There we go. Use some white to give it some, I forgot what that's called. My wife was telling me what the name of this new Instagram photos, the portraits that girls are doing, and some guys too. I forgot what the name of that glow is. That's what I'm doing right here. Putting that glow. It's Instaglow. Salvatori. Look at that. Man, I'm so good. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I don't know what to do with myself. See, this is what I think it's really cool, guys. We're getting connected here through like this little, you know, device, this little phone. I sound like I'm from like another century. But, you know, I'm always in awe. Because when I wanted to visit artists and I wanted to like, hey, dude, what are you doing? Like, let me learn. They'd be like, no, dude, no. I like to work alone. I don't want anybody to know my deepest, darkest secrets in artwork. I am one of the best artists in town. And I don't want anybody to know my awesome gig. And I'm like, what, dude? No, dude, I'm not. I'm going to paint different than you. Trust me. I just want to learn what you're doing. No, dude. I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool, all right. But with this thing, with what we're doing today, what a lot of artists are doing is like, dude, let's connect. Let's do some. By the way, I'm gonna be doing some classes, guys. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of training. I forgot what they're called. What are those classes called? Those live sessions. But I'm gonna show you guys like how I mix the colors. I'm gonna show you guys the entire palette. I'm gonna be moving the camera step by step. It's going to be like one of those little yoga classes online, but it's going to be me painting. So It's going to be really cool. For those of you who are like really interested in just letting loose, right? I'm not saying, oh, paint like me. No, like everybody paints different. You're probably doing the wrong thing. You're like, I'm gonna paint like that. No, like you're gonna let loose, but you're gonna do your thing, you know, whether you know it or not, because we all have that thing, right? This guy's starting to look like Beetlejuice. But you know what I mean? We all have that thing. And I think that we underestimate ourselves, that we have I don't know, that we're good and we don't know it, you know. We're every single one of us is good, and many times we just don't know it. We think it's something else. I don't know, someone else is better than me or whatever, and like we fail to recognize how good we are. And just maybe a little bit of push, you know, a little push. Maybe a little training, a little push, a little something might wake that up. Might awaken that. I don't know. Oops. Good night, Dan. So yeah, guys. Something like that, right? Here we go. Salvator Mundi. Let me bring those eyes a little down, because I feel like he might be like, dude, why are you upset? Why are you upset? Don't be upset. Yeah, let's bring those eyes a little bit down. Make him less hostile. Look at that. You know, and then, by the way, guys, there's many stages where I should have been done here. I could have been done. I don't want to. I want to keep it going because it's cool. It's super fun. So there's never a good or bad stage. I think you just know, and you're like, okay, well, that's good. I'm gonna stop right there or whatever. But not this one, because this one's special. This one deserves a little bit more love. There we go. Let's put a little bit of light there. Oh, bam. Bam. A little bit of light source. This is little Salvatori. Jose Quintero says, what would you consider this art style or a blend of other styles? Impressionism. I don't know what to consider it, to be honest with you. It's a good blend, I think, of different stuff. I started doing impressionistic work, and then I moved on to more realism, and then I went back. Sorry. Pulling out some more paper here. Then I went back, and as I went back to creating realism and whatnot from realism, I got really interested in just colorist work and Faubism, and so it's good. I think it's just a mixture of stuff, you know. I don't really think it's a particular thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking my stuff is too special. It's definitely something. It's definitely a lot of impasto. It's a lot of layers. Of course, a la prima, right? They're right here. I'm not letting it dry and coming back to it, but it's just a good mixture. I think it's a good mixture of stuff. There we go. There it is. There's my Salvator Mundi, guys. I hope that you guys enjoy this session. And those of you who are interested in a piece like this or in this particular piece, go check it out on my Instagram. It's going to be on my eBay store. I'm going to auction it for $1 and start the auction at $1. And then it's just going to be there, whoever wins it. It's going to run for about 7 or 10 days. So be there or be square. My link is on my profile. So thank you so much, guys. Take care. I will talk to you guys soon. I love those hearts. Thank you so much. And this is my version, according to moi, of this painting. So take care, guys. Good night. Talk to you later. Adios.